Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, Lordy. I took a ton of medicine yesterday with the sole intense purpose of like sleeping and knocking out the last bit of this cold. Guess what? I'm more clogged up this morning than I was yesterday. It's driving me nuts. I'm becoming a very impatient person. An impatient patient, which is my husband's department usually. Okay. Oh dear. Why is this doing this? Okay, that's in the wrong spot. Okay, it's not doing anything wrong. Okay. I have my Shakespeare. And these are the exact same ones I put in my Hobonichi. So I'm just going to redo them, reprint them, and put them in here. Which was my, pretty much my, sorry, my intention over in the beginning. This cough is not a bad cough. I think I'm going to follow my non-straight lines. Because Shakespeare's house was not straight anymore. It was kind of rolling down the hill. All right. That's good. Oh, I forgot to look up Shakespeare quotes. Rats. Okay, we'll just... Tomorrow's another day, Scarlett. But I did print this. This cough is just... It's not bringing anything up. It's just a very dry cough. And... driving me batties. I love this one. This is, you know, a tad bit of a tip-in frenzy here. But I have to say, I love it. Love it. Love it. And then this is going to get some more stuff here. Okay. So then this is going to be a resting page with something. And we're back to the Cotswolds. All right. Now, this is where I started off yesterday, but I was jumping the gun. Because we did Shakespeare on the way to our hotel here. Which is where we spent like 5 nights. So that was nice. All right, so let's try to do something with this. I love that. All the different green. Oh, it's gonna be too big. Maybe not. Oh, I could put it on the back of here and put pictures around it. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to go all the way to the top here. Okay, for right now, I'm not going to have this. I'm going to get this out of my way. All right, let's glue this down really well. So nothing going on here. You know, some people, my husband's ex-wife, who he is very much in contact with all the time because he still supports her financially. Yes, I know. Don't even start me down that rabbit trail of craziness. But August is her birthday month. And when I say birthday month, she starts mid-July and ends mid-September when our granddaughter's birthday is because she is that selfish. So all the kids are in and out on the weekend. Well, I don't know why one comes on the weekend because he doesn't have a job. Another one we support. But they are in and out. Okay. This is not straight. It's driving me crazy. So he went off to eat breakfast with them. Not the wife, the ex-wife, but the kids. Because she summons them for her birthday month quite often. And leaves notes everywhere. This is what I want for my birthday. Do not deviate from the list. Yes, she's almost 80, but that's just still how she is. She's a very, 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 very selfish, devious woman. And I don't care if she hears me say that. Because she pretty much knows it. Although, there are times when she and I agree on child raising. Which is, does that mean I'm selfish and devious? I don't think so. I don't think anybody could beat this woman. She's got it down to a science. All right, I want to have this hang off just a smidge, but some is longer than the others. So I think I'm going to cut, and I'm going to rip some off and make it just a tad shorter. This is one of the things I did with some of my scraps before I left, or while I was on vacation. I did it before I left, but I scheduled it for when I was gone. And look at here, I'm using it. Anyhow, so my husband has gone off to eat breakfast with some of his children, which means I have the DOG. We already took him for his little morning walk. The vet said yesterday, that was one thing he did say, you know, try to exercise him quite a bit before you leave. Well, we're going to try a mobile groomer that comes to our house. Yeah. Which is, they are overly priced, but if it works, I feel like it's better than drugs. And he did, well, although we do have to drug him a little bit with the pills. He gave us a different medicine. Don't ask me what it is. Some Latin word. I don't know. But he did say, try to exercise him. I'm like, he gets a 1.5 mile walk in the morning and a mile at night. And he goes, really? He said, well, that's fantastic. Okay. I said, yeah, but, okay, this needs to go this way because I want all the stragglers. Do I want all the stragglers? I don't know. I want a little bit of the stragglers hanging off. Just a tad. Okay. Yeah, that's good. But I am going to tear this one a little bit more. Okay. And then this can come this way. And then, okay, this is for the key. I still have to do that. All right. Am I in? Ooh. Sorry. This camera thing is much shorter. Much better, but much shorter. So I may have to really go this way a lot. Okay, now I could do this. I don't know if I'm going to put anything like the Cotswolds is made with limestone or anything like that. There's a lot of limestone in the Cotswolds, thus a lot of the limestone in the houses around here. And most every house is made out of the same material. I just loved this area. I really did. We got to see a good section of it by going different places from here every day. And our bus driver was he was a nice young guy, a dog breeder by trade, but a bus driver for extra money. His wife helps with the dogs too. So, and I think he said she was a school teacher. I thought I had another set of pictures. Maybe it's just these. Okay. So, do I want to do... How do I do this? I could do this and this. Again, I'm deviating from my instruction, my thought process book, which is fine. I might put something here. Although, actually, I'm going to put this little cottage door because we saw a lot of stuff that looked just like that. Just like that. Flowers and all. All right. That makes me happy, especially since I'm using this. Now, the color of the other one that I made, yeah, these are great, but not the color combo I want. Okay. And that's just taking scraps and putting them across a piece of paper, like that. Or as we say it in quilting, a piano key border. And all these little pieces I'm going to throw away because I used them like 3 times. Okay, so now... I'm going to put these with double-sided tape because they're thick. And this is some kind of like outdoor flea market. So I'm okay if I don't use that. We're going to toss. Oh, you know what? Maybe a couple of these little bridges I can fit in here now. Oh, I need this. Where did I get this? I got this at... I got this at William Morris's house. Mint chocolate chip ice cream, handmade in the Cotswolds, and it tasted very handmade. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a bridge or two in here too. Well, actually, there's a bridge right there. These were just so cute. Well, this one is different. All right, we're going to put another bridge. I could move this down and put the bridge at the top. So there's a bridge, swans, flowers, bridge. Okay. Swans everywhere. There were swans in the little lake number 6 that we were on in our hotel. And one time Ken was... I think it was the day we went to the felting in the afternoon. And he was just sitting outside our hotel. And a swan, he walked around the lake and a swan followed him like part of the way. It was really sweet. And oh, I remember we used to watch this bird every morning. There were reeds, some kind of reeds, and this black like cormorant type bird used to perch on those reeds. And he would sit there the whole time we were eating breakfast. I was like, how is he not? And it was on one leg, so he was kind of like asleep, just balancing on this reed. It's like, how is he not blowing away? Not blowing away, but falling off. I can't balance on 2 legs. He's balancing on one and taking a nap. But I guess that's the life of a bird. Oh my gosh, the deer this morning. They were in our neighbor's yard. And Ken said yesterday he took Gunner out in the afternoon at one point, and there were 2 deer right behind my car in the driveway in the middle of the afternoon. One of them was the baby's fawn. Well, they're teenagers now, I think. But they still have the spots on their behinds. So we're still calling them babies. But they may not be babies anymore. They're so cute, though. But this morning we saw one and like the mom. I don't know where the other one was. Okay. So I kind of have made a border. Edges. Great edges. Here, here, here. But we saw 2 in our neighbor's yard on the way around our path this morning. And poor Ken, his credit card got hacked while we were over there. Well, we didn't know until we got home. But they're charging like 20 transactions of like $35 on the average. All at Apple. So I don't know what they're doing. But, and of course, my husband says it's because it's Apple. He does not like Apple. Didn't I have another picture? Oh, yeah. And, of course, I'm an Apple person. But, then his banks, our bank, which is a local bank, thank God. It's an in-state bank. And he's banked with them for 100 years. He was, when they were still working on the Abacus, he was a customer. Well, after, actually not quite as, he left them after I was no longer his banker. He left my bank and went to this bank ever since. Just because then they started harassing him. But anyhow, they sent him a new card. So he had a new card. And yesterday he noticed like 60 charges of like 30, on the average of $30. He said, there's just tons of them. So he said, have you looked at yours? I'm like, no, because I bank with the same bank now because it's the only bank around. Well, there's another one, but we prefer this one. Anyhow. Okay. So mine is fine, but they're sending him another card today. So hopefully we get out of their system somehow. But the bank was like, I don't know how they got to your new one already, but they had. So hopefully they said they were doing something on their end too. I don't know how all that works anymore. Okay. So the key I need to use. I need my Foodinesque. All right. Foodinesque to the rescue. Okay, this was 1. And then Highclere Castle was way down here. And Blenheim was here. Blenheim was fairly close. Robert Morris was here. Burton on the Water is in the crack here. And this was our hotel. Okay. So I didn't do it in consecutive order of the way we saw them, but that's okay. 1 is Stratford-on-Avon. Let me make sure I spell it right. Stratford-upon-Avon. And that means one of them is across and one is stream. And one is Latin and one is Old English. So it's the crossing the stream. That's the name of that town. Then, okay, 2 is Highclere. Castle. Some were castles, some were palaces. Blenheim. Blenheim Palace. For Robert Morris, which was called Helmscott. Oh no, Kelmscott. Okay. Kelmscott Manor. So we have a palace, and we have a castle, and we have a manor. All right. Burton on the Water. Jeremy Clarkson has made a pub. And my husband said that he watched it or saw some headline somewhere that he finally opened it and he's made it out in the middle of nowhere, which Burton on the Water is out in the middle of nowhere. But he tried to get away from any kind of little village because the villages don't like the tourism, of course, that he would bring. And then this is hotel on lake number 6. Okay. And I think, and then over here is Wales, here's London, Brighton's down here, Birmingham, and then like Liverpool and Scotland. I'm just going to do this. Now, I have our logistics down. And I have a little bit of space. I can throw this away. Maybe I'll just put this down the middle. How about that? It's all the same colors. I did not even think about that when I was doing that. Green piece. But it works. Okay. Now, Oh, I have some more green paper over here. I'm wondering if I can punch circles and kind of jot down some little notes. Punches. Punches, punches, punches. This is kind of thin. I may be able to get them all at once. I don't have a lot to hold on to here. Maybe? Whoops. I think I messed up on one. Maybe I'll cut them all down on the side so they match. Rats. Okay. Improvise, people. Something doesn't go as planned. You got to improvise. Pretend like you knew what you were doing all along. Yeah. Ties all the green together. What crops did we see? We saw some kind of hay. It looks like they had just finished with the hay. We saw rhubarb. Lots of rhubarb. Huge, humongous leaves of rhubarb. Like a yard across. This is not exactly in the middle. Neither is that. Okay. What else did we see? We saw hay, rhubarb. Oh, we saw some kind of like, it wasn't sugar cane, sugar beets. Some kind of beet that you can use in sugar processing, or it's a process. I don't know. It was some kind of sugar, something or other. Not sugar cane. All right, so now I want to put, I think I'm just going to write on here, charming. Charming on steroids. Now, I haven't even thought about, well, I have stamps. But they're close by, never fear. Flowers everywhere, which is typical of anything in Europe. If there's a little dot of dirt, there's a flower. If there isn't, there's a pot of flowers. And history, of course. And I just noticed this has a section missing here. History everywhere. Flowers everywhere. History everywhere. All right. I like that very much. So then we change the page. It should be okay. Where's my clip? I had a big clip. It's gone. All right, now we are going to do Blenheim. Blenheim Palace. What is all this? Oh, this actually should go in the Cotswold. This might be added to the page when I do my wet felting, because some of this came from that store. Okay. Don't let me forget. All right, Blenheim Palace. We're just going to kind of see what we have here. My pictures are supposed to come today. Supposed to. There's your bracelet. We only have one of these because some ding-dong me lost theirs. And she goes, they're going to check you throughout the palace tour. I'm like, I've already lost it. I took off my jacket and I lost. Oh, and they have Halloween at Blenheim Palace. Wouldn't that be fun? I said, well, I lost it somewhere along the way. It was quite a place, let me say. Here's the house. And then they had a ton of gardens and things. It was starting to rain as we got outside again. It started to rain as we went inside, and then it stopped, of course, while we were inside. And then, this says Churchill's burial site. Maybe he is buried here. Anyhow, they have a gorgeous gardens, but it started to really come down, so we didn't leave early enough in here. We went through the Churchill area more because there's a separate Churchill museum in the basement, which is really kind of neat because they had a lot of his childhood things, but because he was constantly writing as a kid. And then they had, and I think he went to boarding school, so he was like writing back and forth to his parents. And then they also had a section of a ton of military stuff. Then they had a whole section that was his painting area, like a tribute to his painting. I was like, that is really cool. But it was a beautiful little lake. It was really a neat, quite a spectacular spot. Not a bad place to be born. All right, so that's that. Here is my gifts. Oh yeah, I got a Churchill keychain for my Christmas tree. I don't know if I think I showed you these. I got a Shakespeare one, a royalty one, and a Churchill one. I felt like that was a good grouping of. And then I put red bows on them and stick them on the Christmas tree. And our tree is covered in this stuff. Covered. And the tree that goes here, we haven't put it up in a couple years now, but we might. I don't think we're going to put it up this year either. But at one point, we'll be back to a tree at home. All right, I think I'm just going to tear that off. And cut it down. Oh, here's postcards. Okay, it was fabulous. And you actually come in from here, and the family still lives in this section right here. And probably in others, because we didn't see the whole thing. I mean, some of the rooms were just incredible. And then this was a tribute to his military. Oh, that says British fashion. Why did I even pick this one up? Okay, we're not going to put that one in. But I have more pictures coming. So, I want this in here somehow. It's really not conducive to the size I need. So, maybe I could cut it. Okay, let me see what my notes said I was going to do. Oh, I know what I said I was going to do. And I'm going to do it right now. Somebody in this viewing audience is smarter than me. Or at least on the same wavelength as me. Well, it's not hard to be smarter than me, but sometimes my brain works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, maybe they're over here. Oh, here we go. Okay. And no, that's not the size. So I'm going to tape in some page protector. Yes, I am. She made a comment yesterday. She's like, you know what? You should use paper tray. I'm like, I'm already ahead of you, girly girl. All right. I know I have some 2x2s. 2x2s might be too small. There goes the neighbor's lawnmower. What are these? Ooh. I wonder. No, these are way too wide. Okay. I could. I'm not going to go with this. It seems like I have some 2x2s. Oh, this is what I have. Okay, this is what I'm using. These are for baseball cards or like Pokemon cards that kids collect. And they're the right size. Now, my pictures are going to be 2x3. Yeah, because I got 4 to a 4x6. So if they are bigger than these, which I think they will be, let me see. These are, yeah, 2.5 by 4. So I'm going to cut this. I do have a fusing tool, or whatever you call that thing. Let me make sure I get them. Yeah, I'm going to cut off 4. See if that's not going to be too wide. But I can back them in paper if they're a little bit too big. These pockets, which I think they will be, but I'm cutting it around the edge. I may not need to cut it here. And then, it's still going to be too wide. Because see, I can fold this under and put paper on top of it. And kind of manipulate it enough with a tool to keep it down, theoretically. But it's still too wide. So that means we are back to one of these. And these, I think I can, I know there are other sizes. What I can do, because this is either, oh, you know what? I'll do that size right there. That's solid. That's solid, solid, solid. Here, this is 2 4x4s or 3x4s. And that gives me place for 4 pictures, which is good. And then I can have a tip in of a postcard or something also. And I might be using these quite a bit. That way it just adds a little bit of something, something, and I don't have to fold it then. I'm still going to tape it. So it's still going to be, might be best if I do tape it, fold it. All right, let's see here. Where's my tape? Let's use this one. Ah! We're going to get our construction down on today and tomorrow. Hopefully by then my pictures will be here. How many days have I said that? But they are supposed to come on Saturday, today. Kind of wanted this to be a smooth edge. Okay. Now, I need to give it a good crease. Preferably straight. All right, let's put another roll of tape. Try to get it in the exact same spot. Okay. Now, I think I may have done this wrong. Go figure. How did I do this so badly? Don't answer that. Ugh! Okay. Straight helps. Silly lady. I want the fold to be relatively close to the spine. What am I doing wrong? Okay, that's better. Theoretically, it will fold over. Watch other plates. This is why I don't teach anything. Because that's usually a struggle the first 20 times I do it. Okay. All right, I don't need a double side here. Okay, we're going to stick this to the edge of my little tray here, so we don't waste that washi tape. British flag washi tape is at a premium in my world. All right. Jeez, this was difficult. So now, I got two. I always get two. Now people, these are becoming rare commodities anymore because everything is online. You can download your own site guide online. You can do all this stuff online. I like the paper. And they're not putting as much effort into these anymore as far as, I mean, this is a pretty nice one. Private apartment tours, seasonal. They have not gone to the point of using this. They may have used the outside in some of the Bridgerton-esque type shows. Downton Abbey surely has. I don't remember if they said there was any filming that had been done here. But they do have a lot. They had something going on in another field, kind of like with tents and things. So I think they have maybe weddings at a premium price. Over the next 10 years, we aim to complete works to the value of 40 million English dollars, pounds, whatever, to conserve our World Heritage Site. That's a lot of money. I think they do some kind of garden parties here. It's quite a production. I think I'm actually just going to stick this in here, which will definitely bulk up our space. Okay, let me think about this. I mean, look at that. Just, that's amazing. We did see those before it started raining. I think I can fold this. Where am I going to put this guy? This is the salon ceiling. And a lot of that is paint. It looks like it's three-dimensional, but it's paint. And there are all kinds of battle scenes all over the place. Tapestries. Painting, murals. Quite the place. All right, if I fold this, I would love to go back, because I would love to see more of London at a slower pace. It was just like boom, 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 boom. I understand why, but I would have liked to have done it at a slower pace. And I would love to go to Oxford and see the schools. And I would love to go up at the Lake District to see Beatrix Potter stuff. One of the stores in Stratford-upon-Avon was a Beatrix Potter store, but that's when I still had some of my food poisoning hangover, and they had incense burning in there. And I was like, I walked in and I walked straight back out. I was like, nope, can't do that. It immediately gets me nauseous. Everything was. Okay, so now I have a little beautiful greenery, place for some pictures, a map, which, oh, you know what? I might do this on some of the map stuff. I really want this one though. The overall of the area. It was so pretty. Maybe covering up this gobbledygook. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Beth. Although, and fold this one in. Our neighbor's home, the one that I was taking care of his cat. I'm glad. I said, has Charlie been around? I said, because she surely didn't like me. He said, she's here. I'm like, okay, good. I said, I saw her the first 2 days, and then I didn't see her at all. And Ken saw her walking on top of the boathouse down by the water. He said, she's around. I'm like, well, somebody's eating her food. I don't know if it's her or a possum, but somebody is. And we had some cool days, but it's supposed to get up to 90 today. It's like, it's way too early for our cool days to start. But it's a lot less humid right now, which is very nice. Okay, I think this is all we're going to do today, because hopefully my pictures will come this afternoon. And I can add those in tomorrow for you guys. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Probably too late to remove it now. I chopped off the castle. Or the palace. Or whatever. Palace. Ah! Alright, well, I didn't chop off everything, but pretty closely did. Pretty darn close there, Beth. Okay, so we have this to work with. And we have this and pictures. I'm going to put this up. Well, maybe not. Not yet. And if I put a clip on here, that will help this stay a little better. Start training it where it's supposed to go. A big one, a strong one. One of these guys. Right there. Okay. Yeah. Halloween at Blenheim Palace. Wouldn't that be fun? And it's not, I see where the Vanderbilts got the Biltmore, which is in Charlotte. Not Charlotte, Asheville. I see where they got some of their ideas for some of that house. It was in every one of these. Same era. Okay. I think we're good now. Till tomorrow. And hopefully my pictures come this after. Oh, I need to put this in there too. Okay. I think that's it for today. Oh my God, 45 minutes. I'm so sorry. Put me on fast forward. Oh. This lady can talk. The more cold medicine I take, the longer I talk. Is there a correlation there? Perhaps. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.